Hey YouTube, this is Dave, and today's video is going to be about AirPlay and AirPlay mirroring. And I'm going to show you a bunch of solutions, whether you want to take your iOS device and you want to display it on the big screen, or you want to beam over a video or music or pictures or something, and you want to put it on an external, like a bigger monitor than your iPhone or iDevice. Today, I'm going to talk about the Apple TV and the Kivic One. And you're asking yourself, what is the Kivic One? Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. First, I want to tell you, when you have an iOS device and you're connected to your Wi-Fi in your home, that's when you have like a Wi-Fi router connected to your cable internet or whatever. And you have your Apple TV connected to that network as well. So basically, when you AirPlay and AirPlay mirror, you have to have both of these devices connected to the Wi-Fi. And that's the only way you're going to get your music or your screen over onto the big screen. The Apple TV, this is an Apple TV 2, and it's connected with the HDMI to my TV. And, you shoot the AirPlay, you hit the AirPlay button, and then you shoot the video or, the music or whatever, or your screen, right onto the big screen. Now, that's, AirPlay mirroring is with the iPhone 4S and iPhone 5. And we want to know whatever iPad 2 or whatever from there on. So we have another solution here. Now see, I originally installed an Apple TV in my car, and I was AirPlaying, but the only problem was I had to pay for a MiFi or some other way of getting internet service which broadcasts like a hotspot, because you need that hotspot in order for those two devices to connect and send video over to it. Now the solution here is the Kivic One. Now the great thing about the Kivic One is you do not need to pay for another MiFi. You don't have to have a Wi-Fi network in your car. You basically can connect the Kivic One, whether it's HDMI or RCA composite. That's these wires right over here. And you connect it in your car onto the radio screen, and whatever you want to do with your iOS device, you want to send music over, you want to send the screen over, so that you could see your iOS device on your screen, which is bigger than the iPhone. You can get all this content and stream it right over to the Kivic, which broadcasts a Wi-Fi network, and basically your iOS device connects to it. You'll still be able to use 4G. So in other words, you can play YouTube videos on your iOS device and beam it right over to the Kivic. You can have music or videos stored on your phone itself. You download it from iTunes, and you can beam it over to the Kivic. What's better than that? I've been searching for something like this for a while now, because I didn't want to have to pay for a tethering plan or another MiFi. It's too expensive. I already pay for internet service on my phone, with the carrier. And I also pay the cable company Wi-Fi, but I don't have the Wi-Fi in my car, so the Kivic One solved these problems. Today I'm going to just show you what it looks like on an Apple TV and compare it kind of to the Kivic One, and you're going to see for yourself that there is a solution to have video in your car. All that great content on your iPhone, it should be able to be displayed in your car, in your house, and on the beach or whatever. Now with the Kivic, you don't have to pay that extra. First up, we're going to connect to the Kivic One, and all you have to do pretty much is just do like you do with the Apple TV. You click, and there goes the Kivic One, $2.95, and so that's the Kivic One. And the Netgear 2 and Netgear 5, that's my Wi-Fi router that's in my home, but we're not connected to that now. And now all you do is come out of the settings, and pretty much you can double tap and scroll over and click on AirPlay, and you'll see the iPhone and now the Kivic One, and you mirror. Now all of a sudden on your TV screen you'll get a nice mirroring, just like it does on an Apple TV. I don't know if you've seen Apple TV AirPlay mirroring, but that's the deal. So now we have both screens equally displaying the same thing, and you see that it runs nicely, and you swipe and you'll swipe right across. And now if you was to play, say, some music, we'll just play this song here, right there. You get album artwork, you know, all the usual stuff, just like an Apple TV. Now remember, you're not, and you get this orange AirPlay. Now remember, you're not connected to your Wi-Fi in your home. This is using 4G now. You can use 4G, and you can also have connection to the Kivic, which is on my desk right there, connected with HDMI right to the TV. So let's go to the next song. And well, that one has a long intro. Let's switch over to the next one. See, and it hops right over to the next song, and you can hop over. Now this is in mirror, and the image quality is very nice. Scales up just like Apple TV. Music plays instantly, no problems. It's a beautiful thing. Now if you wanted to, you can also have AirPlay AirTunes. And what AirTunes is not when you have your iPhone displayed. You can just basically come out of it. Let's come out of it, and we'll go into AirPlay. And we're going to turn mirroring off. Let's turn mirroring off. And guess what? It still plays. And it has its own little artwork. Now, we're not displaying mirroring, we're just sending over via AirTunes the music. So now we can just go to the next song, and it's just a beautiful thing. Playing beautifully. So you don't have to mirror every time, you could just also send over some stuff. So now let's do a video. And this thing works great. And I ain't paying for an extra Wi-Fi, that's for sure. So now a video is going to shoot over. You're going to see it has a little animation there. And the screen goes AirPlay. And we're playing a movie now. This is a movie stored on my iPhone, you know, in the iPhone video app. And it just plays beautifully. I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, guys. This is Kivic is broadcasting its own little Wi-Fi and allowing me to stream over my video. So that's a beautiful thing. Let's go back to mirroring. Let's take it back to the iPhone.
Jay, all the things that
take it back to the iPhone.
Said.
And now let's go into mirroring. Sorry, I'm holding the camera and doing this at the same time. Alright, sorry. So now we're going to go back to mirroring. So you click on here, and then if you click the mirroring button, you'll see it's going to pop over to the screen. Alright, so now we're mirroring, and now let's play the video while we're mirroring. Okay? So here's the video. It's mirroring right on the screen. It works just as good. Watch. And you got your little animation there. And it's playing beautifully. You can fast forward from the iPhone just like you can when you do it with the Apple TV. So there we have AirPlay mirroring and AirPlay video over to the Kivic, which is not connected to a Wi-Fi network once again, and it's displaying it right on the big screen. There you have it, the Kivic One. Now let's move on to the Apple TV, and it'll show you that it does exactly the same thing. Okay, now we're connected to my home network, and you see here that Kivic is not connected anymore, so it's on my home network. That's my home Wi-Fi. And if we double tap and we scroll over, we hit the AirPlay button, you can see now that I have more Apple TVs on here and you don't see the Kivic. So now we'll select the Apple TV, we'll hit mirroring, and you'll see on the Apple TV now we are mirroring. And there you have it, mirroring for the Apple TV. So now let's play a video. And you're going to see Apple TV, and you're going to see that video play. And it plays just like the Kivic. And there you have it. Let's do music. Now we're going to shoot music over to it, and there is no album artwork or anything like that like you have on the Kivic. Let's put mirroring on. We'll close that out. And with mirroring, you'll see the album artwork. And you can turn sideways. It's the only plus that you can, when you mirror, you can turn the video to the side. Actually, you could do that with the Kivics when you're AirPlay mirroring. But when you're just playing music, just AirPlaying music without mirroring, you don't get an animation like you do with the Kivic. So Kivic beats out that's for sure. And you don't need the Wi-Fi network. I think I pretty much showed you that they're basically the same. It's a great thing to get that Kivics. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And I thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.